if I had to compare poker to another game, I would compare it to chess. Because I feel that's how much brain power and concentration is required. And slowly I see everyone kind of understanding it a little better. It's coming out of the shadows, it's coming out from that place that everyone thinks is just gambling, because it's really not, it's the sport.
I started playing back in my dorm room when I was doing my MBA. I've always been a fan of maths and statistics, so got hooked to the game, was very intrigued with the nuances of it, tried to learn more and more.
Well, I got into poker online on Facebook via Zynga, and the more of Zynga I played, the more I started loving the game.
Dad got me a PlayStation and he had got some preloaded games from one of his business trips. And there were like a lot of games and one of them was WSOP. So I had to just keep playing that game on my PlayStation.
I was never into card games. I never played, I never gambled, I never knew how to play a card game or anything like that. There was something very mental about poker. There was more, it was mental warfare more than luck.
For anybody starting out, I guess be disciplined, work hard behind the scenes, learn from people around you, because I mean this is one of the few businesses, sports, whatever in the world where there's such knowledge sharing that happens between people who will play against each other every day, and that's how all of us have learned, by learning from the better players, by running hands with a group of good players, and that's what everybody should be doing.
So I will circumvent the debate about whether poker is gambling or not. I will simply say that any investment requires bankroll management, whether it is in the stock market or whether it is in buying a house or whether it is buying a car. So the first thing that you need to be careful about is choosing the stakes properly, understanding the games, the nuances. So I would recommend new players to be playing smaller stakes tables within their bankrolls where it doesn't hurt them. Often enough you see people coming into the game with a very limited bankroll and they're suddenly all antsy about losing that amount of money. So one should never be playing stakes which one is not comfortable losing at, because however important skill might be, there is still an element of luck and probability, and you can't circumvent that. It goes without saying that you have to be focused about learning the game. Every game, every hand, there's something to learn.
I started studying and watching videos. Around the age of 18, I realized that I could actually make a living out of this. So I decided that I'll turn pro, and I took a course which just gives me the freedom to, focus on poker.
It is time for India's billion population to cheer for poker. It's not too long before the inventors of the zero and the binary and the Sanskrit is going to take over the poker world.